Hey guys, welcome back to another Seb Shirts channel, and today I'm going to be showing you a recent shirt print I did and how I managed to do that at home. And yeah, let's get straight into the video. If you're new around here, please hit that subscribe button, turn notifications on so you don't miss an upload, and feel free to like the video if you found it enjoyable. So today guys, as you've seen from the thumbnail, that I am going to be showing you how I managed to print this at home without a print press, but simply using an iron. So yeah, I'm going to show you footage from how I did it, what I used, and how you guys can do it too. So if you find this useful, hit the like button, and let's get into Seb, and I'll show you how I managed to print it. So here we go, we are applying the Nameset at home. I recommend using spirit level just to keep that Nameset straight, especially because this Nameset is already in a straight line. Premier League Namesets, I recommend getting a template like this, just so you get it curved properly. So also going on to the first set of printing, I'd recommend using something like bacon parchment. Just keeps that iron away from the shirt, so you don't damage the name set, but also you don't damage the fabric. You can also use dusters, you know, those yellow dusters. They would work also, but my favourite way to do it is using some bacon parchment. It always works for me. So yeah, you want to put the iron on a medium setting. And then just with the bacon parchment, put it on top of the name set, and then as you can see in the video, just go over it a few times. Obviously I've cut this down so you all have to put some force on it for a few minutes so it goes down properly, but obviously I'm trimming that up just to give you guys a good overview. But yeah, I recommend just putting it onto medium setting, going over it a few times. It's always better when applying name sets to do it slower, especially because you don't want to rush it and either burn your shirt or ruin the name set. So I'd recommend doing it slower the better. Just take your time with it so you don't ruin it, because the last thing you want to do is ruin your expensive shirt, but also the name set. Another thing I'd recommend is doing each letter individually, like I'm doing here. Obviously it's in one stretch, so you don't necessarily need to do it all in one go, but I'd recommend doing it individually just so you have a good purchase there on the shirt, and then just trim off any excess. Obviously this is different if you've got like a Premier League name set. You will be doing it curved, and they tend to come in individual cutouts already, so I'd recommend doing it all in individuals just so you can get the most precise print possible. Yep, the technique is exactly the same here. Once we go on to the shirt itself, onto the number, exactly the same system technique as we did for the name set itself. It's just obviously a bigger area. I'd also recommend doing this in sections. So here I did half the top letter first, just because it's a large area to cover. So I'd recommend doing half and then trimming it off, like I am doing here. So trim that off half and half. Do it in sections. Once again, the slower the better. You don't want to rush things like this and damage your shirt, so I'd always recommend doing it in stages. Another tip when you're doing this, when you have ironed it, leave it for about 10-15 seconds for it to settle, and also you want it to settle like that so the glue stays stuck to the shirt, but you'd also want to leave it for a second, just so you can touch the plastic and peel it off, because obviously once you put a hot iron on it, it does get a bit hot. So I'd recommend leaving it for about 15 seconds just so you've got a good purchase and grab so you can tear it more effectively. As you can see here, sometimes even after pressing you sometimes get a little bit of lift, so this is also another important reason why you don't do it all in one go. As you can see here, because I didn't pull it off quickly, pulled it off slowly, I could just re-put it back down, apply some more heat, just so you can see there guys, just so I get the print proper on there. I push it a bit harder, like you would do with a heat press, just to make sure that sticks down properly. So as you can see, that is This is why you should always take it slower, just in case things like this happen. You just want to make sure it's on there properly. And I also would recommend not washing the shirt for around 24 hours after you've printed the name set on, just so it gives it a good time to settle. So yeah. So as you can see here, guys, now the name set and the number is fully pressed down, so it shouldn't have any more peeling. Now it should be pressed down, but if you ever have it into the future where it's starting to slightly pull off the fabric, just get the iron back out. I'd recommend keeping a bit of the plastic just so you can stick it back on. And there's the finished article, guys. Thank you guys for watching today's video. I hope you found it helpful. I did cut it down a bit because the process usually takes me around 30 minutes, but I'm not going to show you 30 minutes of me just rubbing a shirt with an iron. But yeah, so that was the end result. Here's the end result here. Pretty good. Quite always enjoy doing the printing. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.